I personally believe that everyone should improve and try to better themselves. However, I do have an opinion that is a little controversial. Some people might say controversial if you're a bitch, but some people might not like, you know, the idea. But the idea being, it's okay if you're hard on yourself. What I mean by that is if you miss, let's say, a scheduled day of progress or a scheduled time of progress, and you're like, ah, that's okay. Could do it a different day. That's not a great habit to have all the time. I do think sometimes you need to be a bit hard on yourself and say, hey, you wasted your time yesterday. You fucked up. You missed the opportunity. You need to be better. You need to do better. You can't do this nonsense. It's bullshit and the reasoning does not hold up. All right, you gotta say this. Well, you don't have to. I think you should say stuff like this to yourself. You should be a bit hard on yourself. And I don't mean, you know, oh, I missed my gym appointment. Time to stab myself. No. What I'm saying is, think, was there a good reason? Did you break your toe? Well, okay. I mean, yeah, it's fine. You missed it. You'll get back to it when you can. You're watching an extra episode of whatever. Yeah, I don't know. You should call yourself a punk and really, really think about where your priorities are if that's how you're going to be. It's not always okay to just not be 100%. We're all human. We're not going to be 100% all the time every day. But you got to be real with yourself. You really have to be real with yourself. Was there a good reason for this lack of self improvement, this day, this time, whatever? Is there an act, like, think, really? Was there actually a good reason? No? You got to acknowledge you were being a punk and you just didn't do it because you didn't feel like it. You're just, I don't know, whatever the reason was. And you just got to do better next time. That's it. You got to hold yourself accountable. Some people benefit from having an accountability partner. Um, I think that is a good idea for beginners. However, I do, or anybody can benefit from it. However, I do think that there should be some boundaries with that. If you tie your self improvement, your progress so much to another human being, that can be bad. What if they're a punk one day and you're like, I don't feel like doing this, putting in the work for this, or going to the gym today, and they're like, yeah, me neither, it's fine. Now you're both fucked. So at the end of the day, you need to be accountable for yourself. Other people can help you, but you can't put your self improvement in someone else's hand. It's got to be in yours. It has to. So you should be a bit hard on yourself because someone else might not, you know? It could be the case where you're trying to make all these improvements on your own because maybe, I don't know, your family, your friends aren't really about that life, not that supportive or whatever. Not that they're bad people, but they're not going to go out of their way to kind of push you to do certain things that you have on your goals, right? So you're going to have to be that person. You're going to have to become that person. Not overnight, but you have to, I think, you should get into the habit of calling yourself out when you do something that goes against your goal. You're being a punk one day, you gotta call it, hey man, you're a fucking punk that day. What was that? Really? That's what you did? Uh are we gonna make it? You gotta, let's kick it into gear. Like we gotta do this next time, this exact time. You're gonna reschedule one of your progressions, exercise, work sessions, whatever, and do it. Reschedule it right there. Schedule that way ahead of time. Just keep yourself accountable. You got to be. I don't know if being hard on yourself is the correct term, but you have to keep yourself accountable. because you might be the only one doing it. Not to say you're lonely or anything, but there might be no one who's more invested in your success than you. So you have to be that guy. You have to be that guy who says, "Bro, what the hell was that time wasting bullshit yesterday? That wasn't cool. We got to change this habit. This is nonsense. This ain't gonna help." You got to be that guy.